Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're joining us from. I am HR Funk, and welcome to my Second Chance K9 Livestream. In just a few minutes, we're going to be joined by Travis Hall from Second Chance K9. He's going to tell us all about his organization and all the things that they do for disabled veterans. And also, we're going to have one of his associates here that's going to be helping out. And also, if any of you have comments, these are going to be monitored and we'll be notified if there's a comment particularly or a question that will need to be addressed. So if you don't get that answered right away, just stay patient and we'll get to you as quickly as we can. But with that little bit of an introduction, I'm going to go ahead and bring in Travis and his associate. And also, just so you know, this is going to go for about half an hour. And after that period of time, Travis is going to be leaving us. I'm going to continue the live stream after that. And from that point on, we'll go back to the usual zaniness that we always have on the live streams here. So here we go. We're going to bring Travis on board here.
Hey, what's up, guys? How are you?
And we are now live. Travis, thank you very much for joining us. This is the first time I've done a live stream where I've had somebody join in this manner. And I feel honored to have you here for my first guest and to tell us about Second Chance K9. And if you would, go ahead and just let everyone know what your organization is about, all the things that you do, and definitely be sure to let everyone know how they can try to help out if they want to. If you would, go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. So I didn't know I needed to start Second Chance K9. It kind of just fell on me. I was a dog handler for Special Forces for 4 deployments, and my dog eventually, through a hell of a fight, got retired to my home to be my home dog, as you know, no longer my work dog, but my home dog. And the things that dog did for me were incredible, and the you know, just being able to go back and do the things that I wanted to do with that and stuff, it was just awesome. So from there, we kind of concepted Second Chance K9. We figured out that we could rescue these dogs and turn them into service dogs and give not only the rescues a second chance, but by doing what we do, we're not only helping the rescue, but we're helping the veteran. So it's been a love-hate relationship. Love the dogs, love everything, but from there it's been kind of hard because there's just a ton of paperwork to do. There's fundraising there, those are all the hate things. The dogs make it easy. It's all the other stuff that makes it hard, kind of thing.
Can you tell us about how the dogs have impacted the veterans when you've been able to get a dog to them, and some of the healing, I guess, that's taken place and how that's impacted their lives?
So we're very small organization where we do this in our backyard. So every single dog that we do comes through my hands or my family's hands. And with that, what we try to do is we try to match the dog specifically to the veterans. We don't, we're not just like, oh, hey, here's a dog, we do interviews, we do all kinds of stuff to try to match the right veteran with the right dog. That means for us that you might not get your dog like in an order of merit type list. We don't go off of you signed up first, so you're getting a dog first. We go off what fits the dog and what fits the veteran. Is this guy have a family? Do they, does the dog gonna live, where's the dog gonna live? We kind of take all of that into consideration when we're making our matches. And, I rely heavily on Bear, who, I even though he's gone, I kind of just, if I get a good feeling about it, then I know it's the right match, kind of thing. So, it's kind of this cool program that we're working on growing. We're very, like I said, we're very small, and we are facing like a lot of the hurdles of being too small. We have a wait list, a several year wait list now, because we have so many people who keep hearing about us and stuff like that and want to sign up. And I mean, like, I'm the only trainer, Melissa's the only therapist, so we've got to get through all these veterans in a timely manner and kind of help them and get them past, the things that they're dealing with, so that we can, make a difference in their lives.
And just to springboard off of that a little bit, if I can, you do all of the initial training. You take care of all the vet bills, you know, all the
Yeah.
housing the dogs, everything else,
Yep.
everything to get them prepared and train them to the point where they can finally actually go to one of the veterans to try to help them out. So
Yeah, we do. We take care of everything. So when we bring a dog in, let's just use Beignet as an example, who's up for adoption. If anybody wants to talk about Beignet, Beignet came to us from Hurricane Ida. He was displaced by Hurricane Ida. We thought we were getting a 2-year-old Belgian Malinois who was relatively healthy and happy. When we got him, the first thing we always do is we do a very extensive background with veterinary care and stuff like that. So when we got him, we found out he was pretty significantly heartworm positive, to the point where he required a year-long recovery of just kind of hanging out and not being able to do anything and just being there. Beignet he's such a good dog, but he's 5 or 6 years old. Like the rescue told us he was 2. They told us he was healthy. So he's a 5 or 6 year old dog. So I'm not super inclined to put him in a service dog program, because about now he's healthy and he's got a clean bill of health, but now it's going to take another year or 6 months to get him trained up to be a service dog. So a dog like Beignet, we're kind of like just kind of leaning on the adoption side of things to find him his forever home, so that we can have a happy, healthy place for him to live, kind of thing. So it's interesting, man. Our dogs go from, they can cost as little as $10,000 and they can cost as much as $25,000. Like Ragnar, who I just talked to his owner last night. I mean, he needed eye surgery in both eyes, so his vet bill was over $12,000 by the time we got him healthy, got him happy, figured out his eyes were bad. Paid $9,800 for his eye surgery. So dogs, they get expensive, but I mean that's our mission and that's what we do. We're not a pass through. We don't just take money in to fund other projects. We take money in that directly funds the dogs and the kennels, and with our Patreon, we're going to use Patreon eventually to acquire a property so that we can start rescuing more dogs and build kennels out there and stuff like that. So
is there like an average length of time from the time you first take a dog in until that dog is assigned to a veteran, or does it just vary from dog to dog and veteran to veteran?
It's got a lot to do with the dog, but it also has, like, I also have a very strict timeline that I try to stick to. It's usually about 6 to 8 months from healthy enough to train. If we get a dog who's not up to date on its shots, not fixed, not ready to start training, we've got to add that time in there for that, because we fix every single animal that comes through our rescue. We are a rescue. We are in this to kind of save the breed, because we only work with Belgian Malinois, German Shepherds, Dutch Shepherds, the police military style dogs. So yeah, we like to get them to a healthy point, like all their surgeries, all their health matters are out of the way, and that's when they start service dog training. And we take about 8 months for each dog to make it to service dog level. And not every single dog makes it to that level. Like we get dogs like Beignet, who's an amazing dog and would be an amazing pet, but he just doesn't have it in him to be a service dog. He's just getting too old. He's older. He's stubborn in his ways. He wants to chill. He's not able to go as far and as fast and as long as some of the younger dogs that we make into service dogs.
Okay. And have you gotten feedback from some of the veterans who have received the dogs and been able to find out how that's impacted their lives?
Oh, absolutely. We did 12 dogs last year, which doesn't seem like a lot. But when each dog cost us roughly $30,000, I think we brought in right around 60,000 in donations last year. And so each dog costing us roughly about $30,000. We're still about $300,000. We're doing more with less is what I'm getting at. Like we don't have our facilities built yet, stuff like that, but we're just going to keep marching forward and hope that those things fall into place. And then, with doing more with less, we're not able to do as many dogs, but the dogs we do are just very high quality, and so dogs like Mac and dogs like Ragnar and dogs like Shaw, they're all just crushing it as at life with their owners, and it's such an important thing for us to know that we're making such an impact in their lives. Like Mac, his owner was going through it. He was drinking every day. He was having a hard time. He didn't want to take, like, I don't like the medications from the VA either, but he was just like kind of trying to struggle through it on his own. And when we gave him Mac, he found his, Mac found his person, and Aaron found his dog, and that became the ultimate bond between those two. And those two are inseparable, like, so yeah, absolutely. We're seeing the benefit of it. Like, it's that kind of like, it's those quiet moments that we know we made such a huge impact in those dogs' lives and those people's lives. And it means the world to us, kind of thing. We're going to keep marching forward, and hope, that once we get through this grant writing course that one of our board members is going to, we'll be able to write a grant for some property somewhere.
Outstanding. And as you've been explaining all of this, and I hope everyone is picking up on it, the expense that is associated with actually acquiring the dogs, raising the dogs, training the dogs, and then getting them to the veterans. And all of that kind of brings me to the fundraiser that's coming up
right
toward the end of next month. And if you want to jump into that, let everyone know what's going on.
And it's all of those things adding up, like we try to ask the guys to do a GoFundMe to help offset some of the rental car costs, the flight costs, the, stuff like that. But if they can't, then we handle it. But it's all of those things kind of like adding up is why we're driven to do this fundraiser that we're doing. We are going to be hosting with another organization that's a really amazing organization called Special Ops Excursions. What they are is they take active duty members of SOF, the Special Operations community, and they take those guys on hunts all over the country, and they pay for it 100%, pay for everything. They do family retreats, individual retreats, team retreats. They do all these really cool hunts. And we've known Scott and the guys from Special Ops Excursions for years. And so being able to, host an event with those guys together is just massive. It's such a cool thing in that, like Scott, I've never hosted a public event. We do several private events a year where it's just myself and maybe a couple of guys, nothing crazy, but and they're not fundraising events. They're more like, hey, come meet your dog, or hey, come hang out, or hey, let's go hunting. But being able to do this public event with such a solid foundation like Special Ops Excursions, it's big because he's giving me an education on hosting public events. Without Scott being willing to do this with me, I would be struggling, and we're struggling. Don't get it wrong. It's difficult, like it's not an easy thing to do. But at the same time, I have this asset I can lean on and be like, hey, what about this? Or hey, what about this? Like one of the questions that came up was, if you're a lane sponsor, is that a tax write-off? And absolutely, it's a tax write-off. We'll make it happen. But if you're an individual, unfortunately, because we're giving you product, it's not a tax write-off. Like if you come hang out with us at the individual level and sign up, because the ammo cost, the food, and all that stuff is equal to what you're paying for, we're not able to give you a donation, kind of a donation receipt. So I'm getting an education in those things, knowing that, hey, it's super cool, and being able to, lean on him and ask questions and have an open text thread, and, do weekly meetings with those guys to talk about, hey, what's next? What do we got to do? Where do we need to go from here, kind of thing, to make this event successful.
And that brings me to the fun part of all this, beginning with Saturday the 23rd. That's going to be the social event in probably my favorite city in the country, and that's Nashville, Tennessee. I was down there a couple of years ago, and I actually fell in love with the town. And it's going to be at the Nashville Underground, correct?
Yeah. So Saturday night is kind of it's just a way for us to all get together in one spot and hang out and be social, and share some time, share some spirits together, and then the Nashville Underground has opened their doors to us to allow us to kind of do this event where, it's cool to come out and shoot on Sunday, but like being able to get together for more than just the shooting event was key to me, because we're not looking for you to simply be a donor. We're looking for you to be a part of this family. Like our donatorship, our Patreon, our the people that are involved in our organization, they're not just donors to us, they're family members, and so like having something where we can go together and be social and hang out and tell stories and be together and stuff, it's super important for us as an organization, because without that we can't show you what we're trying to do, and we need your time, we need your energy, we need you to be with us so that we can take you on this journey with us and show you how these dogs are making such a huge impact in veteran lives.
And I couldn't be looking forward to that more. That's going to be about 7 o'clock ish at the Nashville Underground.
Yeah, so 7 till complete at the Nashville Underground. It's downtown Nashville. Just going to be an awesome event. Super cool. It's restaurant, bar, music, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be an awesome event. And then it rolls into Sunday, which will be 3 to 8. They're basically shutting the store down to the general public for us to be able to do this, all-inclusive day at the range, with, 14 lanes of just different firearms for you to be able to shoot, to include like the last few lanes will be like the competition. So you're going to get a score, there's going to be a prize table, stuff, just stuff like that. There's things all the way. I don't know because we're not releasing what the competition is until later on towards the event, just so that people can't go out and train, and like, we kind of want it to be a surprise. We kind of want to be like, you don't get to see what the lanes look like until you show up to the lane, so dude, there might be an M60 machine gun sitting there that you've got to shoot, on paper for however many hits you get, however many points you get. There might be an MP5, fully automatic machine gun laying there for you to shoot. I don't know. I know what they have, but I don't know what the course looks like because they're keeping it a secret even from us, so that I don't get to game it and go out there and win the whole competition.
And people do have to register ahead of time, correct?
Yes. Please register ahead of time. The cutoff for registration is the 21st of April. And I'll send you all, if you have any questions, over on the side of the screen, you can see Edward at secondchancek9.com. If you have any questions, please hit Ed up. Let him know what your questions are. He has the copy of the registration form if you want to pre-fill it out and call into the Nashville Armory and pre-register. We are asking that you register by the 21st, and that's so that we know how much ammo, because myself and Special Ops Excursions are purchasing the ammo for this, and so we want to have like kind of a next down count of how much ammo we need, so that way we don't overdo it or underdo it, and so we are going to close that registration to shoot on the 21st. So make sure you get on there, with your registration for shooting. Of course, you get all your ammo taken care of. The guns are going to be provided there. If you want to bring your own AR-15 or 9mm, that's totally cool too, for those last couple lanes. And then, food's going to be provided. There's going to be music. There's going to be a silent auction. I'm not sure if we're doing a live auction yet. I'd like to. We just don't have an auctioneer. I'm kind of hoping we could find an auctioneer and we could do some live stuff. Because, I mean, to me, that would be super cool, like for us to be able to get up there and talk about an item, and then auction that item, like some of the things I'm thinking about donating personally would be like a framed military top that I wore over in Afghanistan with all the patches and stuff. Or, I used to make explosive art when I was struggling with, some of the trauma and stuff over in Afghanistan. And I'm thinking about putting a couple pieces of that art, like that art from war on the auction table, and to be able to live auction those things would be cool as heck. Quilts for K9 has donated a quilt. Warrior Knives, I think that's their name. They've donated like 7 knives. Kraken Tacticals donating knives. Patreons are throwing knives into the mix to donate. It's going to be a really, really cool auction table, and super excited. Magpul is throwing in a surprise. They're going to so for the first 200 people that sign up for the individual for to shoot are going to get a Magpul magazine with our logo lasered on one side and the Special Ops Excursions logo lasered on the other side. So just really cool stuff like that that's going to make this kind of stand out amongst some of the other events. We're both kind of small organizations, so we're trying our best. We're not we're not $1 million organizations. Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I'm being accosted here. Travis, for anyone that cannot make it to the fundraising event, if they want to help out, if they want to donate, is the best thing to do to go with your website? Can they contact you there, or what should they do?
Yeah, so we have an info at website. So if you go to our website, there's a contact us link there. If you have any questions, feel free. Ed's also available if you want to email and bounce things off Ed. He's a great resource for us. He volunteers for us and does a ton of stuff for us. But if you want to donate something, the best way to do it would be either to reach out to me in an email or shoot us a direct message off one of our social media platforms, and we'll shoot you the address. What we're doing is we're making a spreadsheet of everything that we're getting donated, and then it's going to go on the spreadsheet, and we will publish what the auction items are probably the week prior to the event so that people can start thinking about what they want to buy, thinking about what they want to purchase, and coming on board and being a part of it.
Well, it all sounds outstanding. And like I said, I can't wait to get there. I love the town. I think this is going to be a tremendous event.
Nashville's a good spot.
Oh, yeah. Is there anything you want to throw out here? I know you have to leave us before too long, and I just want to give you a chance. If there's anything else you want to get out to everyone who's watching.
No, we really want that. We want to see everybody we can there. We want to hang out with you guys. We will have dogs there to play with and hang out with. We'll have our own booth set up with the ability for you to we've bought a ton of new swag to sell at the event. We're not launching it until after the event. We have a custom patch being made, some 2x2 leather patches that are being made. That one of our big things is paying it forward. So the way you get that patch is you come to an event. We're going to start having custom patches like that made at each event, so that it's like this cool collector's thing, and there's only two ways to get it. You either come hang out with us, or you do something really nice and you tell us about it, and we put it to the board, and the board votes to see if if that's paying it forward enough to get a cool patch. So but other than that, we're gonna have food trucks, auction, music, dogs, anything and everything you can think of. We're trying to make it happen for this event, short of gymnast, I don't even know.
Travis, can you let people know what your social media presence is, so if they want to do it that way?
Yeah, absolutely. Our social medias are the same. It's just Second Chance K9. If you do follow us on Facebook, it's Second Chance K9 Service Dogs. It's our proper name. We shortened it up for some of our Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that. So it's just Second Chance K9 on those ones. But yeah, hit us up, give us a follow. We also have our YouTube channel. I think our YouTube channel, let me look, is Second Chance K9. Yep, our YouTube channel is Second Chance K9 Service Dogs. So we'd love to have you. We're starting to go back into YouTube now. YouTube is kind of like this hard thing. I just spent 3 months on the road, so you can't make YouTube videos if you're out on the road, So we're just really want to blow this out of the water and create connections. For us, the more connected we can feel with you, the more proud we are to have you as a supporter of us. I'll take your money, because your money is going to go to help dogs, but I want to be able to give back to you as well. I want to be able to say, hey, HR Funk's coming out. Let's do something cool. You know what I mean? Stuff like that is what we're really striving for. It'll be a lot easier for us to do those things once we get this property and we can, we can set up a Carol Baskin style, volunteer where you wear like a specific colored shirt. I've been watching some Carol Baskin. She's doing it right at her volunteer organization. Like your skill level is based on what color shirt you wear. So I know, oh, that guy's wearing a purple shirt. He's probably safe to go pet that killer Malinois. Like so. Tigers and Malinois are so similar. We've got to emulate some of the things that they're doing.
Travis, somebody asked if they can bid on the auction online if they can't be there.
I don't know yet. Let me find you an answer on that one. We have looked into the software to do that. Unfortunately, it's extremely expensive, like the $5,000 mark expensive to get that online software for you to be able to bid. And we're kind of small, like we're not, we don't want to eat so much into our profits that we take away from the dogs for that. So the best way to do that is to send someone down, and that way they can kind of monitor the silent auctions. And if there's something you want, or, then just shoot us a phone call or shoot us a message, and we can do it that way. I don't think we're going to invest in the software this year, just because it's going to eat a big chunk of our money that we're trying to put towards. We're planning on putting all the money we make from this event towards 2 dogs. That's our goal, is that we'll get 2 dogs funded through this event. So a dog costs us roughly $30,000. And so we're hoping to get 2 dogs sponsored through this event.
Well, again, it all sounds outstanding. This has been tremendous. Again, I'm honored to have you as my first ever guest that I've done.
Appreciate it. I'm stoked.
So,
my gray beard.
You're the second first
well,
ever.
I said first ever in this format.
Yeah. My gray beard's showing in really nicely on this. So.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to the event. I hope that a lot of the folks that are watching now are going to be able to join us. Again, if you're not able to join and you want to get involved, you want to help out, definitely go to secondchancek9.com. You can find information there, or you can find Second Chance K9 on Facebook, and it's the same thing, Second Chance K9 on Facebook as well.
Well, and Patreon's a real big one for us. I mean, you can literally get on Patreon and you can support us with as little as a cup of coffee. Like literally we have a $5 scale in there, and so Patreon is a big one for us because I really like to get back and when I'm home, like talk and communicate and hang out with you guys. And we do, like we haven't done it because I've been on the road, but now that I'm off the road, we do Zooms, where we all just hang out and catch up and talk about dogs, and stuff. So if you're a Patreon person, we'd love to have you because, like I said, for a cup of coffee, you can jump on Patreon and support us and help feed, house, clothe dogs, because that's what it's all about for us. Like we're very much focused. We have 8 dogs at the kennel today, like we do this on a postage stamp of a property. We're set up as best we can possibly get set up here, but we have 8 dogs at the property today. So, we look forward to having as many people as we can get involved in this so that we can kind of like start, like if we can get our Patreon up to about the $5,000 a month mark, we're pulling the trigger on a property, as soon as we can. We're about halfway there. So, if we can get that Patreon up to that $5,000 mark, Melissa and I have talked about it, and we're pulling the trigger on a property. It might not be our dream property. It might not be the 100 acres that we want to buy to build this retreat for veterans to be able to go to, but it will be a property that can sustain more than the 3 dogs that we can train at a time, kind of thing.
All right. Well, again, I appreciate you joining us. I know you got to run. We're at just about the half-hour mark here. So any parting comments that you have for us?
Ed, you got anything? You kind of sat there quiet the whole time. Ed is one of our longest hangout volunteers. We love Ed. Ed takes really good care of us. Ed, jump on and give them your email and stuff and let them know where they can get a hold of you if they need anything.
Yeah, Howard, I'm just going to stay on the live stream after
Okay.
Travis signs off. But you can reach me at Edward at Second Chance K9. If you go through the chat, I put a lot of our links up, both to the website, the About story, the video, Patreon, Facebook, Instagram. Please follow us, see the great stories that Travis puts up, see the great stories of the dogs in the vet. This is the last 2 years of my retirement. When I hooked up with Travis, has been the best of my life. Just working with him, his family, having the dogs at my house. It's just an awesome experience. If you're looking for a good cause and you want to participate and donate, there's no better place. And it's sincerely appreciated by Travis, the dogs, and the vets. It's awesome.
Awesome, guys. And Jason Edgley's in the chat right now, guys. So he's in there. He's Ed, we lost your voice. You still there? Nope.
Yeah, I'm just being quiet. Right.
Jason Edgley's in the chat, guys. He's the general manager of the Nashville Armory. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Feel free to reach out to Jason. Feel free to reach out to Ed. We've all got your back. We're all wanting to do this. And we're super excited. I do want to say thank you to everyone who's donated so far. Quilts for Canines. Rabbi donated a crossbow that's going on the auction block. We had some people reach out to us that donated a pistol that's going up on the auction block. Super excited. Can't wait to share this with you guys. We're looking into the online stuff to see if we can do that. And if we can, we'll make it happen. If we can't, have an inside person at the event that can go through and kind of keep up with your guys's with your bids and and run those bids up. We 100% want you to run those bids up.
All
guys,
right.
I have a work dinner tonight, so I'm truly thankful for your time. I started a new job today, so devil never sleeps. So can't wait to hang out with you guys some more. If you ever want to do this again, or if you ever want to do some videos, let me know. I'd love to and kind of help out with your channel and talk about some Green Beret versus Marine stuff, maybe like a little Marine Green Beret, rivalry going on. I've got a Marine that I work with real closely. He's the guy that we send everybody to training. So I love some Marines. I love to give them shit. So yeah, I love you guys, man.
All right. Well, you take care, Travis. Enjoy your meeting this evening, and we'll see you in about 3 or 4 weeks here.
Awesome, guys. Can't wait to see you guys. Love every one of you guys. Thank you so much to everybody. Jason, the Nashville Armory, you guys are amazing. We couldn't do this without you, and can't wait to hang out.
All right.
Bye, Travis.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
All right. And as I said, that's going to be the end of Travis's time here, but we'll continue with the live stream. And Ed is going to stay with us. I appreciate you joining, Ed. And now we can open this up to basically questions, comments, or anything else that you might have on your mind. I'm just going to wait for the comments to roll here. Ed, were there any comments that came up? I was really not watching them at all. But is there anything that you saw that you think we need to go over again or reiterate or anything like that?
I think I pretty much covered everything in the chat. I indicated my email address. Travis is running 24/7, so he asked me to offload some of these things and screen them for him. I could take care of 90% of the requests for information, the locations, the suggested hotels, the event format. So no, a few people have indicated that they'll send me an email. So I think the chat served that function.
All right. Outstanding. And like I said a little while ago, I absolutely love the town. I can't wait to get down there. I hope we have great weather. The Armory, that part of it, and I know someone is here. I guess Jason Edgley is here from the Armory. I believe that is all going to be indoors. Is that correct? If somebody can jump in on there. I think so. So it shouldn't matter what the weather is doing for the actual fundraising event. But,
based on what Travis told me, there are going to be tents outside with the dogs and some of the vendor tables, etc. And the range competition will be indoors. And as he said earlier, there are going to be a variety of guns, at least that's as of now. And there's some clarification we need to get, as you and I discussed. Could you bring your own gun to shoot for the competition, etc.? But we'll get that clarified in the next week or two, and then we'll get it out to everybody and through the social media. And in fact, obviously, your channel also.
Okay. Yeah, and any information you get to me, if nothing else, I can do a little just an announcement type video and get that out to as many people as I can. So
Now, will Mimi do a video on you shooting and where you place in the competition? Are we gonna?
I'm going to do a video on where she's shooting and where she places in the competition.
Whoa, this could be interesting.
What? I'm just sitting here looking pretty. I don't need to be dragged into this. I will be shooting, and I will be shooting well. So,
are you going to take your AR, Mimi? Your personal AR?
If I can, I'll take it.
And which pistol will you be shooting?
I don't know. I have a little Smith & Wesson 22. What's that? The interchangeable barrel one.
The 22A.
Yeah, 22A. Maybe I'll take that one. That's fun to shoot.
And I'll see if I can find something.
I'll look in the safe and see if there's something in there I want to take too.
Yeah, there's nothing in there you want to take. So who do we have with us here still? We got Bill Keener, and he's saying, nice to use this format in your time. The funk's for a good purpose. This is a departure from our normal stuff. This is if anything we do here can be called normal, this is a departure from it, but I'm not entirely sure that term fits. Jason Edgley is saying that indoor shooting facility, we have vendors, throughout the village. So yeah, it looks like we're going to be inside. Some of it's going to be outside, but it shouldn't matter too much what the weather is doing. Ed, someone's asking you if you're going to bring an M1A or a SOCOM, an M1A SOCOM.
No, Travis has one of the M1A SOCOMs, as you're aware, Chief. I have one on permanent loan to the organization that I donated some time ago, whether he auctions it or whatever, but and it had an old comp, I think an old comp 4 on it when I donated it, but I think there was a tan one that was in the original video when you compared the two, I believe.
And let's see, Travis Chapin, I might be able to find something to shoot. Maybe. I'll see what I can do. I might be able to scrape something up. Rabbi is here, and I saw him commenting earlier. Of course, he's talking to Mimi. Why talk to me?
Everybody's been talking to you for half an hour.
I think we're talking to Travis.
Well, so what?
I'm just here. I'm like the ringmaster.
You're a dork.
Yeah, maybe.
We should donate something to be auctioned.
Like what?
I don't know. We can find something in one of the safes.
Yeah, maybe that 22A you were talking about.
Whatever. We can get a really good bottle of bourbon and donate that.
Now, wait a minute.
We'll get you one too. We'll get us one too.
What, one of these?
Yeah.
One of these?
Why is that not hurting me?
I saw that in your background and I thought, well.
Yeah, actually, they're going to be there. This is a Green Beret distillery in Clarksville.
Oh, yeah.
Leatherwood, you've had it at a sampling at my house.
I did, yes. I
And
remember
they're going to be there. This is a really good organization. I'm trying to get it centered here. I've probably got about a dozen bottles of this stuff. Oops.
Sounded like somebody got shot.
No, that's right. My computer. There's my dragon in Phoenix.
I look behind me and I see a window. I look behind you, I see like bourbon heaven back there.
It's only for guests.
Bill Keener said that I could donate you. He's your subscriber. And Travis said you will not be bringing a Glock to shoot.
No, I had to qualify with my Glock last week. It's taken me like a week to wash the Glock off my hands. I had to use a high power to do that and try to get it all off of there. And it's still might be some left. I'm not sure. Ben's here. He's envious of your bourbon collection too. That's my son Ben that is commenting down there.
He comes by that honestly.
It's always a party at Ed's. Okay, we'll all meet at Ed's, and it'll take me about 45 minutes to get there or so. So
heading up, buddy.
Yeah,
have snacks for us.
The party will start at about 8:30. How about that?
I'll be in bed with my jammies and my teddy bears.
Well, that's okay.
The dog, my jammies, and teddy bears.
We don't need you. We need
Hang
the
on one
Murphy collection. All right, I can't sit like this anymore.
All right.
So you have fun wrapping this up.
I just got a new sign for the house.
Oh, that doesn't apply to me. I'm all woman.
That's like a Little Rascals clubhouse. That's what I tell
I'm all woman, so that sign doesn't apply to me.
No, it actually doesn't. I've seen you shoot. It doesn't apply to you.
Somebody's
I'm going to wrap this up on my end. What do you say, boss?
I don't know. Somebody's wanting to auction you off here to the highest bidder for the lady supporters.
Oh, geez,
So
bid me
they're
$3.
basically going to auction you into servitude to the highest female bidder.
Yeah, I won't get $3. Yeah, I'm out of warranty. That's for sure.
Looks like Bill Keener is leaving us. He said the honeydew's calling. So I can understand that. And on this format, I can't see how many people we have in here. So I don't know.
I see 29 on mine on
Oh, is that right?
on the YouTube side.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're on the YouTube side? Okay.
Well, I have both going, but I'm getting kind of a delay.
Oh, all right.
Well, I had to be on YouTube to answer the chat.
Oh, all right. I didn't know if you'd be able to answer them. It should be able. It looks like I can answer them directly on here if I want to.
You know, and it was Second Chance K9 that posted that. I think we should auction off Ed. I wonder if that's Mel. Who the hell? That's interesting.
I don't know. That they've commented a couple of times. Whoever it is, Second Chance K9 Service Dogs. But yeah, this is in case anyone missed it at the beginning, this is a brand new thing for me. I'm using this StreamYard for the first time, and it's a pretty nice service. It ends up doing quite a few things for us. I can put banners up here. That's where this came from, where I can take it off, and that way you can see the two of us on here. And I think I can have up to 6 people or something like that. So we might look at doing this again. It's kind of fun having people on here. Jump back over to the comments. And
Maybe Tragan is on. Oh, how cute. Tragan is Travis's son, Travis and Mel's son. And he's just a crazy youngster. He's 10 years old. And if you follow Travis on Instagram, you'll meet his family. And Tragan is just the most precocious, bright, great kid. He's just awesome. Maybe it is Tragan.
Maybe it is.
There's a good video on Instagram of Tragan playing with the dogs with this monster squirt gun that he has. And he shoots the dogs with this squirt gun. You know, dogs, they try to catch it with their mouth and they ride. It's absolutely hilarious. So if you really want to follow Travis, get on Instagram just to see what the program's all about. He updates regularly when he's not doing training. He's been gone for about 5 weeks now. He did a lot of instruction. He's an instructor in numerous disciplines: CQB, flat range, overland, demolition. He does it all. So he just got back, and he starts a new job Friday. I don't want to get too specific as to what it is, but he's a really talented guy, and it's just great to follow his adventures and all the effort he puts in to make the world a better place for rescuing dogs and helping veterans, and just a tremendous organization. I can't encourage you enough to at least sign up, get involved, keep an eye on it, and if it's in your heart, donate. Even $5 a month on Patreon brings you into the fold.
Yeah, and it's as I was saying before, tremendous organization, easy to get involved. And I'll bring that banner back up again for anyone that maybe didn't get it before. That's the website right there. You should be able to find information. And are the emails available from the website if somebody wants to email you or email Travis? Are there email addresses that they can get to from there?
I think from the address, there's just like a general mailbox, but as Travis said, just send them to me and then I'll filter them. And if they require a simple response, if it's something, obviously I'll get it to him. he and I speak about twice a week, sometimes 3 times, depending on what's going on. So, if he's not in training, etc. So we'll get it done. It may take him longer response based on how busy he's been. He's been doing 18-hour days for 5-6 days a week for the last 5 weeks. So it's hard for him to stay in touch.
And we've got your email back up there again too. So if anyone needs to email you,
yeah, and I put it in the chat, and we might want to put it in the comments section too at some point. I'll do that after we get off the video.
Okay.
And the regulars here know it. Although I've seen some new names here. This is really good.
Yeah. Great group. I appreciate everybody that's joined us this evening. Again, this is a little different live stream format than I normally do. It's been a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. So we might have to do this again.
One thing he didn't really talk much about is his love for Bear and what Bear meant to him and what Bear meant to the Green Berets that Travis was associated with. If you watch some of Travis's videos and some of his interviews on numerous media, some of the military media he's been interviewed in, he'll tell a story about how when they went out on a really tough mission, everybody wanted Bear to go along because he said he was the absolute best attack dog, bomb IED finding dog, tracking dog in the entire theater. And the dog was absolutely phenomenal. And it was a special bond that he and Travis had. The dog was a tremendous attack dog and saved people's lives. I don't want to get too much detail here. That's up to Travis to do. But, he's dedicated his life to replicating that experience for other people. And that's a really honorable thing that he's doing. He's trying to bond. As he talks about, in Operational Detachment Alpha, ODA is built on relationships. And he wants to do 12 dogs because that's the number of people in an ODA, at least now. And he wants to build that bond between the dog and the person. He said a lot of these vets that have these disorders are no longer part of a team. And if he provides them with a dog and they team up together, it generally resolves a lot of those stresses that they have. And that's one of his missions.
Well, and just from what he was talking about a little while ago, it sounds like that's made such a tremendous positive impact in the lives of some of these folks that have received the dogs. So that's just outstanding all the way around. Yeah,
there are a lot of stories, as I said. If you want to follow along after this video, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, I mean, it's all there. And have a look, use your judgment, and join the family. Well, I'm going to take my dog out. How's that sound? And I'm going to sign off here if you're going to continue, and then you and I'll catch up with you in the morning or whatever. All right. That sounds great. All right. God bless. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks for joining. Thanks for all the help, Ed. And now it's just me. So anyone that's still here is left with just me. And what time is it getting to be? It's about 7:47 my time. Go on for a few more minutes here. If anyone has any last minute questions or comments or anything, feel free to throw those out. Bruce Arney says, the more people I know, the more I love my dog. I know what you mean. And let's see, what's Rabbi up to here? I see several comments from him. Oh, just talking about what a great program it is. Big win-win. I have to keep a little bit of an eye on Rabbi. I never know what he might be talking about on here. But no, thanks again to everyone that's joined tonight. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. I think this is going to be a great event coming up in Nashville here in a few weeks. I think if any of you can join us, it's going to be just a tremendous couple of days. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to just being in Nashville. I'm looking forward to the social event on Saturday night. The fundraiser on Sunday is going to be tremendous. So any of you that can join us down there, it's just going to be great. I'm confident of that. Rabbi, warm milk and in bed by 8. Yeah, that's pretty much me. These days when it gets to be about 8 o'clock, I'm starting to think, bed's sounding like a good place for me to be right about now. Pete Shore says, HR, if you could bring back some video coverage of your trip to Nashville, that would be great. Actually, I think it's still up. I'm pretty sure I took some video. I was down there for the NRA annual meeting,
And I know the video is still up. In fact, I know I took video because I had some of the, there were various musicians outside of the venue where the annual meeting was, and they were playing music. And I remember specifically getting some of that video of the musicians and their performances and everything. So if you search the channel, there's still that video that I made from the NRA annual meeting, and that must have been 2016, 2017, something like that, when I was down there. But that video is still up. Rabbi wants to see a video of me wrestling with the dogs. I don't know about that. Wrestling with bears, maybe. I don't know about dogs. And Switcher Sweet Cigarello says, I go, but I'm poor. My family is going there without me during the same time frame for a different reason. That's too bad. Wish you could be there. As I said, it should be a really good time. And I'm just going to sift back through the comments here, see if I missed anything. And it's not looking like it. That Rabbi would go, but he's got a load of work, which I understand. Us folks in our 50s can't do our own stunts anymore. Hey, I do all of my own stunts in my videos, I'll have you know. John Diss is here. Hello to you. Uncle Sam says, hello. What do you think every soldier to carry sawed-off gun like additional? I think you're asking if every soldier should carry a additional sawed-off gun. I don't know. They're already carrying, a lot of them are carrying an M4, which is pretty much a sawed-off gun to begin with. So I don't know how many sawed-off guns would be a good idea to carry. James Wilkinson, wished I could go, but probably be out on the road working. That's too bad. Uncle Sam, yeah, why not? They can only carry so much stuff, I guess, would be my answer to that. Hope the turnout is terrific. I do too. I hope it's terrific. I think it's going to be fun. So I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great experience. The shooting part of it, the competition, that's going to be great, I'm sure. But I'm really looking forward to just being there, being able to help out, being able to meet as many of you as I can. I think it's going to be a great time. Have you tried the new Coca-Cola flavor? I don't think I knew there was a new Coca-Cola flavor. So I guess that answers the question. I don't believe I have. I had my ginger ale here this evening. In fact, I got a little bit left, which is good because my voice is starting to go. So I'll finish out my Canada Dry here. Fortunately, I have a little bit of ice left in my glass. Bruce Arnie, beware the man with the one gun. Sugar cane Coke is the way to go. I'll take your word for it, Rabbi. I thought that was ginger. It is, and nothing more. This is just plain old ginger ale over the rocks is all I have this evening. Nope, no mixer tonight. I just wanted something to keep my voice going, because what I've noticed is when I do the live streams, a lot of times when I get about 45 minutes into it or 50 minutes, my voice starts to go. And if I have something to drink to keep my vocal cords lubricated, it seems to be a little bit easier. All right, everyone. I think we're going to wrap things up this evening. I appreciate everyone who joined. Thank you very much. I hope you all appreciated Travis joining us and talking about Second Chance K9 and all the great things they do. I also appreciate Ed being here to be able to add to the information we got from Travis, and also to be able to help out with watching the comments, responding to all of you, because I really was not able to the whole time that I was talking to Travis. I couldn't divide my attention that much to try to keep up with everything. But as always, I want to say thanks to all of my viewers. I have the greatest viewers on YouTube. There is not a doubt in my mind. Thank you to all my channel members and for all you do to help support the things I'm doing here. I will see a lot of you on Saturday morning. I should have a good Saturday morning video up for everyone to watch. And if not, then I'll come up with a not so good video for everyone to watch. But I'll try to have something up on Saturday. Everyone have a good evening, a great rest of your week, and I will see you soon. Until next time, everyone, good shooting, and bye-bye.